So let's quickly see what are savings, what are investments. If I ask you what are savings, what are investments, every one of you might have your own definitions of savings and investments. But let me quickly tell you savings and investment. Let us take the example of Mr. Ramesh, who started earning his money, and he's earning monthly a lakh rupee. Say, if after spending 50,000 rupees onto his daily expenses, if he left out with 50 more thousand, if he kept that money in his almara, that is called savings. Or the same 50,000 can be kept in your savings bank account as well. Or the same 50,000 can be given to your spouse for maintaining the regular expenses, or you can also ask her to save money. If I ask you these three questions, what are you going to say? If I give that 50,000 to my wife, I don't know whether I'm able to see that 50,000 in the next month or not. Or if I ask you what will happen to your 50,000 if you keep it in Almara, you're going to say it will be the same 50,000 rupees even if I go after 1 year or 10 years. There would be no appreciation in it, right? Same way, if you keep that same 50,000 in your savings bank account, what is it going to give you? It can grow up to 2.5% to 3% per annum, right? So why are we talking all this stuff? Because savings alone will not be sufficient to make you rich or to become wealthy. So what are we going to do? What are we need to do? We need to invest. As and when you start investing your money will start working for you, which leads to financial freedom, which gives you wealth, which gives you passive income. So let us quickly see when to do saving and when to do investing. And we have been in a mindset that we have been saving money from last few years, or whenever when I've started my career, maybe I've started saving and investing as well. Let us see when to save, when to invest. Before understanding when to save and when to invest, let me give you a small example. One, say you have to visit a grocery store which is in your colony. What are the modes of transportation we use generally? We go by walk, right? The same way, if you have to go to your office, what are you going to use? Either your personal vehicle, like it can be your two-wheeler or a four-wheeler, or sometimes you may use the public transportation, right? The same way, if you have to go to vacation, the only options left are we have flight or a ship to use, right? Likewise, your mode of transportation is changing based on your target and destination. In the similar way, your savings or investment should be dependent on the target, the ultimate need, the financial goal. Based on your goal, you should come to a conclusion whether I need to save this money or whether I need to invest this money. And in further slides, we are going to understand how savings and investments are different. So before that, let me take you to another live example. So this could be a general case with most of us. So whenever we have started our career, we might have seen this situation, or we might have experienced this event. So we used to get a call from our friends or relatives stating that they have taken an agency from an insurance company, or they have started doing mutual fund distribution, and they'll come to you and they'll ask us to start some investment, right? So maybe you might thinking that yes, this was happened to me. Yes, this is the case with most of us in India. So in order to maintain that relationship, we used to sign an application form, or we used to sign investment proposal to start your investments, right? Is that the way to start our professional investment journey, or is that the way to achieve our financial freedom? No, right? Because there we are maintaining a relationship. We are trying to manage that relationship, not managing our financial responsibilities. So from here onwards, whenever you hear such situations, or whenever you are into that situation, you ask the person about a comprehensive financial need analysis. You ask them, is this good for me, or is this good for the manufacturer? So then you are able to figure out, is that a real or a good investment for you or not? So these many years, we know the importance of earning money, saving money, and investing money, right? But many of us face challenges. Though I'm earning a good amount, I'm not able to see any bank balance after a week or after 10 days, or after in the middle of the month, I have zero balance in my bank account. So this is the case with many of us, right? Why we are not able to save or invest our money? Because we believe in a formula called whatever we earn, and after spending, whatever is left, that has to be saved. Am I right? And can you please use your chat box and say how many of you think this is the right formula? If you think this is the right formula and this is what you learned in these many years, please type S. If you don't think this is the right formula, please type no in your chat box. Can you see some answers? Good to see that many people are answering as no. Good. So I think today we have very empowered audience in this session. Good to know. Good to see these many answers. Thanks for the participation. Yes, you're right. This is not a right formula, because in this formula, if you see, our priority is spending first. Later comes your savings. Whenever you give priority to something like spending, your saving can never be your priority. So then what is the right way? So for the people who said yes, for them, this is the answer. Income minus investments is equal to expenses. So a small tweak in the formula, but it gives you a real sense of financial freedom once you start implementing this in your day-to-day life. In this formula, if you see, after earning whatever money you wanted to save for your future responsibilities, allocating some money from your earnings into the future investments, then whatever is left out was we were using it for spending. This is a right way to attain financial independence. Believe me, this one takeaway will be enough from the entire session to lead a financial freedom, to get financial independence. So let us quickly see. We also have, after knowing these formulas, or before knowing this formula, we have many reasons for not investing, right? Could be, we may hear, or we may say that I'm too young to start saving money, and investments are very complex. I'm not an MBA or a finance graduate to start investing my money. And I think my business is going to give me more money than any other investments. Or sometimes we may say that my father or my spouse used to take financial decisions, so I'm not ready to start investing. And last but not least, sometimes we hear a scary answer called I don't have time. So when you don't find time to manage your future or to save for your future, definitely you have to rethink what are you earning and why are you earning, and for what purpose you are leading your journey.